You know what scared me? It wasn't a fall. It wasn't a diagnosis. It was the day I realized I couldn't get out of my chair without using my hands. 68 years old, and my own legs had forgotten how to stand me up.
And the thing is, David didn't have a disease. He had habits, 5 of them. And they were slowly stealing his strength, his sleep, and his balance, without him even knowing. I'm Gary Chen, physiotherapist and founder of GC Integrative Physiotherapy and Wellness. Welcome to the Wellness Bridge, where Western science meets Eastern energy. And today we're going to break down the 5 daily habits that are quietly destroying your body after 60, and what the research actually says you should do instead. David, take me back. What did your average day look like before you came to see us?
Honestly, pretty normal, I thought. Wake up around 7, cup of tea, bit of toast, sit down, watch the news, maybe do some gardening if I felt like it, lunch, bit more telly, dinner, bed around 11. I wasn't lazy, I just sat a lot.
And that's exactly what the research shows is happening to millions of people over 60. A meta-analysis of nearly 25,000 older adults found that prolonged sitting is one of the strongest predictors of falls. It weakens your muscles, reduces your balance, slows your gait, and it happens so gradually you don't notice until something goes wrong.
I had no idea sitting could do that. I thought falls happen because of, tripping on something.
That's the myth, mate. Most falls aren't about what's on the floor. They're about what's happening inside your body, and your daily habits are either building you up or breaking you down every single day. Let me walk you through the 5 I see most often in my clinic. Habit number 1, the long sit. And I don't mean you should never sit down. I mean the unbroken 3, 4, 5 hour blocks without standing. A Cochrane review of over 23,000 people across 108 trials showed that the body needs regular movement challenges to maintain balance. When you sit for hours, your postural muscles switch off, your ankles stiffen, your hip flexors shorten, and your brain stops practicing the micro adjustments that keep you upright.
I was doing that every morning. News, then emails, then a podcast, 3 hours without moving.
Exactly. And here's the good news. The fix isn't a gym membership. A pilot study from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that exercise snacks, just 1 to 5 minutes of movement scattered through the day, had 91% compliance in older adults and improved muscular endurance in 4 weeks. 1 to 5 minutes, that's it. Habit number 2, shallow breathing. David, before you came to us, were you aware of how you were breathing?
Not at all. I mean, breathing's automatic, isn't it?
It is, but the pattern matters enormously. A systematic review and meta-analysis found that slowing your breathing to about 5 to 6 breaths per minute increases something called heart rate variability, which is your nervous system's flexibility. Higher HRV means better stress recovery, better sleep, better autonomic regulation. Most people over 60 breathe 12 to 20 times a minute. Fast, shallow, up in the chest, that keeps your nervous system in a low-grade stress state all day long. Habit number 3, the forward slump, posture. A 2025 systematic review found that excessive thoracic rounding, what we call hyperkyphosis, affects up to 40% of adults over 60. It shifts your center of gravity forward, increases body sway, slows your walking speed, and directly elevates fall risk. And the worst part, it's reinforced by how we sit, how we look at our phones, how we watch television.
My wife kept telling me I was hunching. I thought she was nagging.
She was diagnosing you, mate. Wives are often better clinicians than we give them credit for. Habit number 4, poor sleep timing. Not just how much you sleep, but when and how consistently. A meta-analysis of over 1.3 million people found a U-shaped relationship. Both short sleepers and long sleepers have significantly higher mortality risk. But another meta-analysis specifically on older adults found that insomnia and poor sleep quality increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease and all-cause dementia. Sleep isn't rest, it's when your brain clears metabolic waste. Disrupt that and you're accelerating cognitive decline.
I was going to bed at different times every night, sometimes 10, sometimes midnight, and I'd have my phone in bed watching videos.
And that's the 5th habit, the screen before bed ritual. Blue light suppresses melatonin, but more than that, it keeps your brain in an activated state when it should be winding down. The research is clear. Consistent sleep timing and a wind-down routine are among the most powerful interventions for healthy aging, and they cost nothing. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Everything I've just described, the science of movement snacks, breathing rhythm, posture, sleep timing, this isn't new. In traditional Chinese health philosophy, there's a concept called Yang Sheng, the art of nourishing life. And Yang Sheng is essentially a daily habit system. Morning Qigong to wake the body, conscious breathing throughout the day, gentle spinal movement, sleeping with the rhythms of nature. What Western science is now proving through meta-analysis and randomized controlled trials, Eastern traditions have been practicing for thousands of years. The Cochrane Review says exercise 3 times a week for 30 to 60 minutes prevents falls. The Qigong tradition says move gently every morning for 20 minutes and your body stays balanced. They're saying the same thing in different languages.
That's what changed it for me. When Gary introduced me to Baduanjin, that's the 8 pieces of brocade, I thought, this is too gentle to do anything. But after 3 weeks, I could feel the difference. My balance, my sleep, even my breathing changed.
And that's the bridge. Science gives us the evidence. Eastern wisdom gives us the practice. You don't have to choose. You can walk both paths. Alright, so if you're listening and thinking, okay, what do I actually do tomorrow morning? Here are 3 things. Simple, evidence-based. And they take less than 10 minutes total. Number 1, the movement snack rule. Every hour you're sitting, stand up and do something for 60 seconds. March on the spot. Do 5 squats holding the kitchen bench. Reach your arms overhead. The research shows even 1 to 5 minutes of activity breaks transform your muscular endurance over 4 weeks. Set a timer on your phone. Every hour, 60 seconds, that's it. Number 2, the 5 breaths reset. 3 times a day, morning, midday, evening, stop and take 5 slow breaths. In through the nose for 4 counts. Out through the mouth for 6 counts. That's your nervous system reset button. The research shows this pattern, 5 to 6 breaths per minute, is the sweet spot for improving heart rate variability and parasympathetic tone. It takes 45 seconds. Number 3, the sleep anchor. Pick a bedtime. Same time every night, plus or minus 15 minutes. No screens for 30 minutes before. The research on 1.3 million people says consistent sleep timing is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. You can't out-supplement a broken sleep pattern. David, what's different now?
Everything, honestly. I do my Baduanjin every morning 15 minutes. I set a timer to stand up every hour. I do my breathing before lunch, and I'm in bed by 10:30 every night. My wife says I'm a different person. My GP says my blood pressure's come down. And last week I got out of my chair without using my hands. First time in years.
And that's what this show is about. It's not about extreme fitness. It's not about supplements or biohacks or expensive treatments. It's about the 5 daily habits that either build you up or quietly tear you down. The science is clear. The Eastern wisdom has known it for centuries. And the best part, it's all free. It just takes awareness and a little bit of discipline. If this episode helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. A parent, a neighbor, a mate who's been sitting too long. And if you want to learn more about how we integrate Western physiotherapy with Eastern movement practices at GC Integrative, visit our website or come say hello on the Gold Coast. I'm Gary Chen. This has been the Wellness Bridge. Stay steady, stay strong, and remember, balance isn't something you have. It's something you practice every single day